Good morning, friends. Welcome to Brooks Brew. I'm your host, Brooke Boylan, and let's get brewing. This episode is sponsored by Boylan Electric. Boylan Electric has been in business since 1990, serving the Maryland, D.C., and Virginia areas. For over 3 decades, they've been providing residential customers with top quality services. As an authorized Generac and Kohler dealer, Boylan Electric installs more generators than any contractor in the DMV. They install and manage many generator sizes ranging from 6 kWs to 150 kWs. Boylan Electric is also certified to do warranty work, repairs, and maintenance on both Generac and Kohler generators. Being a 24/7 electrical service company, Boylan Electric is your one-stop shop for all electrical and generator needs. Call their shop today at 301-990-9686. For more information, look below in the show notes. All right, friends, welcome back to Brooks Brew. How are we doing today? Guys, please do not make fun of my outfit choice at the moment. And I know I look busted. Please, believe me, I know. But if I'm being quite frank with y'all and being quite honest, which I would like to be honest with you guys, I'm not gonna put a front up here because why? I didn't have anything recorded for today. I'm currently recording this on Sunday at 7:16 p.m. So I apologize, guys. I've been slacking a little bit on my podcast recording schedule. And it's kind of been making me upset because I want to be able to be consistent with this and put something out every week. I kind of like tossed around the idea of just not putting an episode out today, just because it's like finals week around with school right now. So I have a lot of assignments, exams coming up in the next 2 days. So, you know what? Let me be a good student and prioritize those things and not worry about my podcast. Like, the podcast is just for fun. Like, it's not for a grade. But I was like, no, I must do the podcast. So, I just don't know. I feel like I made this promise to myself. I made this goal for myself that I would do it every week, every Sunday, have this out for you guys. And I know there's like a good chunk of you that I know like that are my close friends that like listen to it. And you guys have messaged me and let me know that you're so happy I've been doing it and you love the podcast and you listen to it on your way to work. And like, you know, I don't want to let you down. For my homies out there that are the real fans, the real ones who've been around here since day one, I love you. I appreciate you. I see you. So this podcast episode is for you, okay? I would refuse to let myself not post something today. So here I am. I mustered up the courage to come in here and record something, even if I like busted. It's because I love you guys. So, needless to say, we're going to keep this brief today, okay? We're just going to have it's a little bit more like laid back, chillaxed episode today. I'm just going to talk about a coffee shop and do our highs and lows because I realized I forgot that, I think, in the last episode. So I apologize. But yeah, let's just chat for a second. How are we all doing? Because I'm stressed. Like I mentioned, it's kind of finals week right now with school. So to my fellow college students out there, I feel you right now, okay? Listen, we're in the home stretch, all right? You probably got like this is your last week of classes coming up. Maybe it's finals, maybe finals are in 2 weeks or whatever. Just push through. Okay? The finish line, you can see it. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's right there. It's so close. You can taste it. It's so close. So don't give up now. All right, you've made it this far. You've gone through the whole 15 weeks. You got one more week to just give it your all, okay? And that's what I've been trying to tell myself is that we're so close. And then you get a nice long break, summer break. Now for me, for my fellow grad school girlies out there, if you are in grad school and you know, this is a short-lived break because next 2 weeks, get right back on the saddle and do it all over again for the summer classes. And honestly, maybe there's some college students out there you're taking summer courses too. So it's like, okay, yeah, summer break, whatever. No, I've realized now that growing up and going into adulthood means that you probably will never get a summer again. So I will take my 2 weeks. I'm going to enjoy it because after that, after I do graduate school, then I really won't have a summer because then you just work every day. Now, unless I work in a school system, because I could do that, then I would get summers off, which would be kind of nice. But I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, needless to say, I just want to say that real quick is that finals are here. They're stressful, but you got it, okay? Buckle down, lock in. You got it. I believe in you, okay? All right, let's talk about our coffee shop review for today. I also ponder the idea. I think I'm going to say this for a future podcast. Excuse me. I think I'm going to say this for a future podcast episode. Is where I was thinking I've gone to a couple of coffee shops here and there now. And I was thinking about doing kind of like a review, like maybe just listing my top 3 or like ranking all the ones I've gone to so far based off like the coffee, the pricing, the vibe, and sharing that with you guys. But I think maybe I also might make categories of like where's the best one for the best coffee or where's the best one for the best like study atmosphere, stuff like that. So let me know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But regardless, I think I'm just gonna make an episode about that where it's like I share my go-tos for you or like share my favorite spots that I've been to so far. And I've gone to a couple repeater ones too. I know I've said that before. I posted on like Instagram or social media, but I do have a handful that have been different that I have gone to recently. So let me know what you guys think about that. But what I want to say about today's coffee shop. So as you guys know, may or may not know, my internship this semester has been in Frederick, Maryland. So I've gone a lot to like Dublin Roasters, Frederick Coffee Co. Like those are two of my go-to spots. I love them in there so far. I've also went to Gravel and Grind in Frederick as well. Popped in there real quick. But again, there's so many coffee shops in Frederick that you could go to, but those are just my ones that I got on repeat, right? Well, this past Thursday, I kind of got field work. I kind of got done with field work a little bit earlier than I usually do, or maybe a little bit later. But there was something I was doing. I'm trying to remember. Girl, I had a jam-packed weekend this weekend. We'll get into that in my highs and lows. But anyways, I was just looking for a coffee shop to go to. And so the thing that kind of bothers me is that Dublin Roasters closes at 3 p.m. I mean, I get it. It's a coffee shop, so they're not going to stay open into the wee hours of the night, right? And then Frederick Coffee Co. closes a little bit later. They close at like 6, I want to say, during the week. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's right. Someone can fact check me on that. But I don't know. I was thinking about going somewhere different, but it wasn't even that. Like, I think I was dead set on going to Frederick Coffee Co. But then I put into my maps, I was like, coffee shops nearby. And this one called, hold on, Baltimore Coffee popped up. And I was like, oh, tea? I had never seen that one before. Also, I guess because when I'm at my fieldwork site has 2 different locations. So usually when I'm at the one location, I'm closer to Frederick Coffee Co. But I was at the other location today and actually was closer to Baltimore Coffee. So that's why it popped up on my maps because it was like 5 minutes away. And I was like, oh. And it's funny because I remember I think I had seen it before somewhere or someone had told me about it, but I didn't actually ever go or I never really heard about it. So I was like, you know what? Let's try her out. Like, let's see what the vibe is. So very cute in there. They have like just bags of coffee beans. I'm looking back at some videos right now that I taken when I was in there, so I can recall the memories to tell you guys. But yeah, really, really wide selection of stuff. They have a lot of food options. Have like a quick and ready. It says wrapped and ready section, like some parfaits. They've got some muffins in there. They have soup. They have chips and all this other stuff. They have like regular just hot coffee pots that you, I guess, just buy a cup of hot coffee and go pour it yourself and the cream and sugar. It was and very spacious in there too. A lot of tables. There were some like older people in there, like catching up with friends and talking, hanging out. I saw 2 girls also probably like my age who were working on some stuff, whatever. So I went in there. And also they stay open a little bit later. I think they close at 6 o'clock or 5. And again, I had some big assignments I had to do coming up that were actually due that night. That's what it was. I had these big assignments due last Thursday. So I was like, I tried to go to a coffee shop, lock in, like get these done before I go home. Because I know if I go home, I will fall asleep on the couch. Not even on the couch, in my bed. And I'm not going to get up. So I was like, let's just go to a coffee shop and lock myself there before I go home. So yeah, very spacious in there, a lot of room to study. They had music on, and what I liked, it was kind of like, people might make fun of me for saying this, but like older music, like not even like 50s music, but just older songs that are like not on the radio today per se. And I was like, okay, this is nice in here. And again, like, you go to some coffee shops and the music is just way too loud or like it's overbearing. Not this one. This was very normal volume. Loud enough that you could hear it, but also not overbearing where it's like you couldn't hear yourself think of type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about the coffee. I got oh my gosh, I'm gonna blank on the name. I think it had chocolate and caramel. Oh, I got a salted caramel latte. So good. So good. Not too sweet, but not too bitter either, which is kind of how I like my coffee. I know I've been going on to like the more bitter side of coffee because I'm trying to like see the calories, but also just because like, I don't know, I like the coffee taste more. But it was really good. Also, I have to say, extremely decently priced. Okay, to put this into perspective, I had the receipt, I saved it, but I left it inside my house, and I'm not gonna go back to get it. I'm sorry, but maybe if I pulled out my bank account, I could show you or I'd read the receipt to you. But to put this in into perspective what I was going to say. This same morning, I had gone to Starbucks, okay? At Starbucks that morning, I had gotten a tall vanilla sweet cream cold brew and those bacon cheddar egg bites, or the how do you say it? Gourmet cheese. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I got those bacon bites, egg bites, right? All of that together for just two egg bites and a tall coffee, okay, which is the equivalent to a small. I think I spent like $11 or $12. Like, it was up there. And again, Starbucks is notoriously expensive, so makes sense. I got I asked for a small coffee, but this looks like is the equivalent to either a 16 or a 20 ounce. So it's a pretty decent size. Hold on, I'm going to show you with my hands on uh, YouTube so you guys can see. Like that big. Can you guys see? Sorry for those listening, you can't see right now, but like I'm trying to show you with my hands, but I would say it was about that big, right? And then I also got a toasted bagel with cream cheese. All that together, I think plus the tip was like $10. And I was like, okay. So not only did I get two items again, like I did the morning at Starbucks, but the difference for me is that I got, we'll say, a smaller portion of food and a smaller coffee for more money. But here, I got a whole bagel sandwich with cream cheese and a larger coffee for the pretty much the same price. But I think it's a bigger bang for your buck if you're asking me. Because, like, I got that big coffee, 16, 20 ounce for I don't know, maybe $4. That's worth it to me. So I was like, fuck yeah, Baltimore coffee. I'm coming back here. I was like, I'm sold now. The staff was super nice. Like, it wasn't overcrowded. Now, again, it was a Thursday afternoon, probably around happy hour time. So for my girlies that like happy hour, they were probably getting lit. I don't blame you. I wish I was too. But yeah, no, definitely a vibe in there. Vibes were through the roof. And I just was able to lock in so easily in there and like get my work done. And I was like, wow, I'm going to come here more often. So, Baltimore Coffee, give them a try. They're near the Westview Promenade, like the movie theater type vibe. If, for my people who reside in Frederick know what I'm talking about. But yeah, by the movie theater. Not in the same shopping center as the movie theater per se, but like kind of like behind it. I went to a liquor store afterwards, because I was going to some parties this weekend, so I had to like, stock up on the drinks. Um, but yeah, it's somewhere near a liquor store and like somewhere near a bank, I guess. So, anyways, that's my review for that. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Now let's get into our highs and lows from this past weekend, okay? Start with my low. Um, Probably I'm gonna say two things. Probably that I'm just very overwhelmed with school ending, and it's just been a lot, like, just a lot of assignments all at once, and again, procrastination is killer, but oh well, it has to get done at some point. And then also just today, like before recording this podcast episode, like I just haven't felt that great. And when I tell you my high, you're gonna be like, Brooke, it's probably because of what you did last night. No, it's not true. They're not attributed to each other, okay? I promise. Maybe slightly, but at the same time, I did in fact get my period this morning, so I think that has to do with it. But I was not really feeling that great. Like, really feeling bloated, feeling like kind of like, when you're like sick and your skin kind of feels like not rough, but like your skin is like delicate to touch. Like you feel like overly sensitive. Your body just feels like achy, chills, feverish type of thing. Not that I'm sick, but like I think my body's just going through it right now. So wasn't feeling the greatest today. So fixing my low for next week. Well, classes will be over soon, so I will no longer have the stress of these assignments and these quizzes and stuff like that. So that'll leave my mind. Will it come back in the future? Yes, because I have to start school again after Memorial Day. But we're gonna get on a whole different schedule for spring. I mean, for summer. Okay, we're gonna be on our grind. We're gonna be on it. We're gonna be seller focused, even though it will be summer. But we're gonna get there. Okay. And then for feeling good, just getting back into my routine because Lord knows I need it. So, anyways, my high from this past week was last night. I went to see Priscilla Block. For those people that know, she's a country singer and she's a smaller country artist, but she's coming up, okay. And for people that know, like her vibe is kind of like, I don't want to say like white trash, but like yeah, it's white trash. So she has this thing where she wears like construction worker like safety vests and like just has like this like emo cowgirl type vibe, like dark hair, lots of makeup, big hoops, puts her hair up really high, curls it, whatever. So I went with my sorority sisters and one of their work friends, and we just had a ball. We got to meet Priscilla Block last night. She signed my safety vest. Like she told me she liked my earrings. Like it was a vibe. We had a good time. I'll just put it at that. We had a really good time last night. So yeah, it was just a vibe. I haven't had a night like that in a long time, and it was just really nice to like kind of like let loose and hang out with my girls and have just some stupid young fun. You know what I'm talking about? Like we got McDonald's at the end of the night, so it was fun. It was fun, and yes, that probably is attributing to why I feel the way I do today. But I don't correlate them to each other because I can hold myself together, if you know what I'm trying to say. So, anyways, that's it. I mean, we're gonna wrap it up right here. I haven't really got much else to tell you guys other than for again my college students who are going through finals right now. Just push through, keep your head down, lock in. You got it. I believe in you. I'm gonna do the same after I record this. I'm gonna try to upload this as soon as possible, and then just get into study mode for the rest of the night. Yeah, I got 2 big exams coming up on Tuesday, so we're at the home stretch, baby. It's almost there. We're almost done, especially for my college kids who then will have the whole summer off. Then you don't gotta worry about it until August, all right? So just don't worry about it, all right? Anyways, thanks y'all for listening. I'm sorry that this was maybe a little all over the place, not as well planned as maybe my some other ones, and maybe you were looking for me to talk about a certain topic today, but check me back next week and we'll be more prepared for that time. Um so yeah, again, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you later, friends. Bye.